Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Parenting Playbook. I'm your host, Kaylee Hanna, and today I am joined by Rick, who is he's our chief photog, actually, and he's always out in the community, so if you see him, say hi. But he's also a dad to a beautiful little girl. And Rick, thank you so much for joining me today.
Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. So starting off here, tell us a little bit about your daughter.
So my daughter's name is Evie Daniela Villarreal. She's a perfect little angel. She smiles all the time, laughing, and just can't get enough of her.
Absolutely. And now we have two different perspectives whenever it comes to parenting, obviously. Like you're a dad, I'm a mom. So I'm curious to kind of get your perspective as a father. What has the overall fatherhood journey been like for you so far?
So so Evie's not our first opportunity of having a kid.
Mm-hmm.
We've actually had 3 miscarriages.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And so back in 2019, I was working at Cargill at the time, so I was coming on the weekend to see my wife, Jimena. And I just remember one day I come to the house and she shows me, I think it was 2020, sorry. But, and she comes and shows me the pregnancy, and that was our first one.
Yeah.
And that was, I think just the initial feeling was just like happy, shocked, like, oh my God, like, gonna be a dad and stuff. And then after a while, we had the miscarriage, and then like within the next 2 years, we had 2 more miscarriages. And then, so we had to go get some help from a doctor to help us stay pregnant. And we did all that, and we finally got Evie to stick, and just going through that whole process was just like we're trying to learn everything and trying to figure out what we need, and it's kind of a little overwhelming, but it's just, I think within the 9 months, you just kind of like, me, I'm kind of chill.
Yeah.
So I don't worry about it until I need to.
Right.
So, but we try to prepare and plan everything, and it went as good as it could, I think.
Absolutely. And, how did, you showed, your wife showed you the pregnancy test, but I know you were saying like you were super excited, but how did it feel whenever, you found out you were able to have this baby and you were going to see that birth and have the physical child?
It's just like it's fun and it's exciting, but then at the same time it's scary because you're bringing her into this world, and the world's not perfect.
Yeah.
So you just gotta do your best and try to teach her best and protect her as much as you can till you need to let her go. But just seeing her every day, like it just kind of like lights a smile on my face, and keeps, I guess, helps me, but like it just makes the day start easier every day.
Absolutely. And going into fatherhood, was there anything that you wished somebody had told you, or any advice that you hoped you should have, like, you thought maybe this would have been beneficial to know before?
We struggled with Evie because she kept spitting up the milk and stuff.
Yeah.
So we went through Infamil, we went through a couple other ones, but we had to go through Nutramigen, and then so when we started using that thing smelled bad. Like, and then my wife was like, "Oh, this smells like Parmesan." So now I can't eat Parmesan on anything for at least until she gets off it. Maybe like I just smell it, and then so whenever we feed her and she burps in our face, and I just get that.
Oh no!
Throw up.
I think it is so funny when babies burp, just sitting there burping him, because we have to like burp him a certain way, and just like hearing their little like burp is just so cute. It's so funny.
It's fun, like whenever, like, because we feed them and then we turn them to burp, but like sometimes they'll just burp on their own and just keep on doing.
Like we'll pull him into the sitting position to kind of help him learn how to sit up, and it'll just like he'll be sitting there for a little bit and then he just lets out a little burp, and I'm like, okay, we're kind of burping on our own now, so that's cool. But for me, whenever I was walking out of the hospital after delivering, and I was kind of just sitting there like, they're actually letting me do this. Like I am taking home a whole little human. So did you kind of have that same reaction, or did you kind of go in a little bit more prepared, like in that mindset of, I'm going to have a newborn at home?
So when we're at the hospital, I think we were there for 4 days, and we never got to experience the postpartum room. Because like Jimena was struggling with her high blood pressure just from the medicine that they gave her. So we had to stay in the labor room, and then we went home that Monday. So we went into the labor room like Thursday and then left Monday afternoon. But once like I went to go get the car, and I'm like, oh my God, like don't let us leave.
Yeah.
Because they showed us how to bathe her, and like, and I was still like scared to like feed her and stuff.
Yeah.
But and then like just I think we were both worried about how she was gonna do overnight because the first couple nights I think we had him take her to the baby room so we could sleep and get rest and so once we were doing that and we're coming back like, oh, we're gonna do overnight, but I mean it wasn't terrible, like she did pretty good. We just had to try to get a routine, but like I think what I know now, because when we first had the first couple months, when she'd wake up, we'd go to the living room and feed her out there and then bring her back. But now that she's older, we've just been feeding her in the room and then just laying her down.
Yeah.
But that's something like that we learned after the fact.
Yeah. And I know that like after you birth the baby, you're still in the hospital. I didn't expect like that many people to come in there like so frequently throughout the night. And so we had our baby with us in the room that first night. And I was like, oh, just while we have help, and you kind of see what it's like. And because I gave birth and then like 11:19 p.m. and we didn't get to go to bed till like 4 a.m. And so I was just like, oh, it's, we're doing this whole thing. And then the second night I was like, I have got to get some sleep, because they were coming in there like, of course, it's necessary, but like every like 5 minutes it felt like. I was like, man, I'm just so tired. But I'm curious about this. How did becoming a father change your perspective on life?
I mean, I've always like I said, I'm a chill person, so like nothing really kind of riles me up. I just go with the flow.
Yeah.
But changing my life, I guess having her, I guess I get to experience new things.
Yeah.
And so I get to, because I didn't have any sisters or anything. It was just me and my brother, and then I had a couple girl cousins, but like I never really experienced what girls go through or what girls are like and all that.
Yeah. It's a lot.
Yeah. So now, like, with her, like, because I always thought I wanted a boy, but then I think after I met Jimena, and then, like, the whole, like, girl dad thing that popped out, and I kind of learned from that, and actually wanted a girl. And then so now I get to be there in a different way for her.
Yeah. And
experience more stuff. And I guess I get to grow more as a person than I would have, I think, with the boy, because I am a boy or a man.
Yeah. Absolutely. And whenever I look at you, I see girl dad. You know what I mean? So I think it's just perfect that y'all had a little girl. And I know that you have a lot of special memories with your daughter already, but what's kind of been one of your favorites so far?
So she, we just had a vacation about a month ago, and my parents, they gave her little tangerines. Oh. And she would not let them go. She's like, and so we call them her emotional support oranges. And
how cute.
Like now we have to take it away from her because she starts biting the peel.
Oh, yeah.
And she almost choked the other day on it. So like, no more of that. But we can get her to say we say thank you. Like I'll take her passy from her and I'll give it back to her and it's like thank you and say doo.
Oh, how cute.
Yeah, she's got like the tone of saying thank you, and she says awa sometimes. And she's growing, and just whenever like we throw up in the air, the way she laughs, like something I won't forget.
Yeah, absolutely. I love their little laughs, especially whenever you do like this like weirdest thing. It's just so simple and it's so silly, and they just sit there and they just lose it. It's so cute. And actually my baby, I went to the grocery store and I saw they had these little baby bananas. And I was like, hey, I want those for myself. And then I was like, how cute would it be to take a photo of my baby holding one of those little baby bananas? Because then it's like a life-size banana for him. Yeah. And so I did that, and then he stuck the stem in his mouth. And I was like, oh, don't do that. And he just made the grossest face. It was like, he was like, this does not taste good. I was like, it'll be okay whenever you're older. We'll learn that you eat the inside, not the outside. But another question I have for you, what's kind of a future hope or dream that you have for your daughter?
I just hope she wants anything that she does, she tries her hardest. I mean, I believe she can do anything. Like when she grows up, like I think a benefit of being a chief photographer is get to go to all these events. So I kind of have in the back of my mind what I want her to go do, or what she wants. If she wants to do it, she can do it. But like, I know like one of them, like this Discovery Center, the Girls Who Science, like she wants to do that. Or like I'm big into sports, so if she wants to play sports, I'll teach her what I can and take her to anywhere she needs to go. But yeah, anything she wants to do, like just try your best and give it all you got and
Yeah.
see where it goes.
Absolutely. And for those that don't know Rick, he is a huge Cowboys fan. So are you kind of hoping that she is a Cowboys fan too?
Yeah. I mean, I won't force it on her, but
Yeah.
I did already buy her a CD Lamb little onesie. But
so
if she doesn't, that's fine. Like, I mean, it's kind of fun to have like fans, or family, or friends that aren't Cowboys fans, because then
Yeah.
you have something more to talk about than other than just what you already know.
Yeah, absolutely. And I feel like all like football fans that are on the same team, they have the same opinion about stuff.
Yeah.
So it's good to get like the varying opinions. I know you and Ro have great conversations about the Cowboys.
Those are the best conversations, whenever you can just talk crap about the other team.
Yeah. But I think the last question I have for you is, what's kind of an encouraging message that you have for new dads who are kind of beginning this parenthood journey, or like are about to?
I mean, you can study all you want, and I think just don't be afraid to ask questions, and don't be afraid to ask for help. Like, my wife went through some postpartum anxiety. Yeah. And she so when I first went back to work, she wasn't working, so she was like, I'll take care of the baby. Yeah. And you sleep and all that, and that lasted for like about a month or two, and then she started getting worse, and then she begged for help, or not begged for help, but she asked me for help that night, and then that same night she kind of lost it. Like, she was just, her anxiety was off the charts, and and I was like a scary moment, because I've never dealt with anything like that. And I don't think I've ever, up until that point, I don't think I've ever dealt with anxiety. Yeah. Unless like I didn't realize it, but that was like a scary moment, because she couldn't control her crying, and it was like scary. Yeah. And and then once we got her back on, like, she got some medication, and she's she's feeling like herself again, so that's great. Yeah. But yeah, just I mean, ask for help, and ask for, don't be afraid, because, I mean, anybody, like, unless you have, like, 4 or 5 kids, like, if you're a first-time parent, like, no question is going to be dumb, or no question. Like, anytime you need help, just try to get it.
Absolutely. And that's kind of how I feel, too. Sometimes I'm just sitting there, and I know I shouldn't Google, but I do. I sit there and go, like, is this normal? Is this okay?
I do it sometimes. I think my wife does it more than me, but
yeah.
Now, I mean, but we need to. That's how we learn, I think.
Absolutely. Well, being a dad, it's all about, being that support system for your wife. And I know I'm very thankful to my husband for everything that he does for us. But how does it feel to kind of be able to have, for your wife to be that person that she can rely on?
I think, like, I mean, I think when you love your partner as much as you do, nothing is a burden, or nothing, it's easy just to say, hey, let me help you, or let me do this, let me do that. Yeah. So I don't, like, anytime she's going through anything, like, hey, what can I do? How can I help? And then I would just love seeing her every day. And yeah. And then it's just seeing Evie's too, like, probably adding that to the family, and like, and there's still not every day, but mostly a couple days a week, we're like, oh my God, we have a kid. Yeah. That's how we are. We're like, he's actually here. Like, I can physically grab him. Yeah. But I was going to ask, so, like, have you started Donald on baby food yet? We have. He has tried. We got those little first fruits and veggies pack from, I think it's Gerber or something. And he's tried carrots, green beans, sweet potatoes, apples, bananas, and pears. He loves pears. That is his favorite. That's, like, the one fruit that I didn't think he would really care for. I was like, oh, like, it's got to be, like, apples or bananas, No, he shocked me. It's pears. And I was like, that's interesting. And I think his favorite veggie, he does love the sweet potatoes, but out of the carrots and green beans, like, it's the green beans. I just didn't expect that from him. So I think we've been blessed with Evie that she doesn't really not like anything. Like, anything we gave her, she's like, or like that. She, like, starts rubbing her teeth. Yeah, she's like, this is good. Yeah, so, like, we're on to, like, protein, the baby foods, and those smell nasty too. Yeah. But like, I think it's like vegetable and beef, chicken and beef. I think there's a chicken apple something.
Interesting.
But, like, she'll eat it all, and I mean, there's anything, like, I think the first food we gave her was sweet potato. My mother-in-law was there, and my wife, and they just mashed it up, and she ate it. And, like, yeah. And then guacamole or avocado. Yeah.
I really want to see how he feels about avocado, because I honestly think he's going to be like a little like foodie where he's just going to eat whatever. But I don't know, with the bananas, he was just kind of like, I don't know. He was like making a little grossed out face, and I was like, you know, not everything's for everybody.
Yeah.
So,
Now that have you started giving him like those little teethers?
so we have the ones that you put in the fridge, you know, with like the water inside.
Yeah.
He doesn't want them. Like I'll put it in his mouth for him, and he'll kind of like chew on it a little bit because he is teething.
Yeah.
But he's just like, I don't want to hold it, or he's like, I'm done, you know.
I think that's what like we struggle too with Evie. Whether it's holding stuff, like whenever we first about 5, 6, she would. I don't know if she'd get mad at us and she would hold the bottle for herself. But now we hold it for her, and we're trying to teach her how to hold it. And we bought one of those little lids that have the handles.
Oh, yeah, we have some of those for whenever he's ready.
Yeah, we're trying to teach her how to like at least do it herself, but we'll see how it goes.
Yeah, babies do what they want.
Yeah. So like I have so I guess when we got back from vacation, Evie rolled off the bed.
Yeah.
And I don't know if I'll talk about it, but like I'll talk about it, but
yeah.
Cause that's the scary thing about babies, because you said they do what they want, and they can do it in an instant. And so we just got back from vacation, and we gave Evie a bath, and then I took a shower, and then Jimena took a shower, and we're at the same time we're unpacking everything. And so she had her in the middle of the bed, and I grabbed one of the charger cords, just walk right outside the door, and plug it in, wrap it up, and then so by the time I did that, come back, she does that final roll, and she starts sliding off the bed, and I ran to try to catch her, but I kind of nudged her forward. And I think if I didn't like try to grab her, she would have fell face first onto the floor.
Oh man, yeah.
But since I nudged her, she kind of fell like on her butt and to the side. But she ended up breaking her femur, and so now she has a cast. But she gets it off next week, so we're excited for that.
Yeah, that'll be good. I'm sure she'll be feeling good too.
And so like I have that moment stuck in my head, and it gives me an upset stomach when I see it. But she's been amazing. Like she doesn't cry or anything.
That's
so
good.
She's still the same baby, so it makes it easier to kind of stomach. But then everybody told us like all kids break something, or that all kids fall.
I mean, you hear so many times like, oh, maybe we rolled off the bed. You know, I think it's more common, but it doesn't change the fact that it's still really scary whenever it happens. But I think that's all I have for you. Are there any more questions you have for me?
I don't think so.
Cool. Well, Rick, thank you so much for joining me today. And of course, thank y'all for tuning into the Parenting Playbook. Just a reminder, if you have a parenting topic that you would like to see discussed on the show, feel free to email me, channa@kamr.com. And of course, we will see you next time.